Hey YouTube, I'm Jess. Welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing a first impression on this product right here. This is the SMASHBOX Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 25. It's funny, the regular tinted moisturizer I use is also called Healthy Glow. I picked this up recently because I was looking for a tinted moisturizer with SPF in it, and I saw some people use this online and I thought it looked really pretty. I got mine in the shade Light. So it says all-in-one, primes, protects, hydrates, and perfects. No creasing, caking, or settling. Shake well, tap on with fingers, and blend. Comes with 40 ml, which is nice. I'm hoping it's gonna have a little bit of coverage, a little bit more than my regular tinted moisturizer, which is the Charlotte Tilbury one. It, I think, is supposed to. But I do have some redness on my forehead today, and I've got a little breakout happening over here, so we'll see how it performs over top of that. Shake her up. And then go right in. I've already put on all my skincare and my sunscreen. So I do have sunscreen on as well. Texture is really lightweight. It's quite watery, which is surprising. I expected it to be more of like a foundation type of texture. I don't know why. And let's just go right in. Ooh. Color's really good for me, actually. It definitely feels quite a bit like a moisturizer. When you start rubbing it out, you can see it almost has a little bit of a white cast to it, but as you continue to rub it in, that disappears. It definitely is doing a good job of canceling out the redness in my skin. It feels a bit heavy though. I kind of don't like the feeling of it, but maybe I'm just not used to it. So here's a little close-up of how that looks. You can see it didn't add really any coverage over top of my breakouts, but it did do a pretty good job of eliminating the redness. And it evened everything out really nicely. I definitely was expecting a bit more coverage just from videos that I had watched of other people applying it. The coverage is not great. But it is a tinted moisturizer, so like it's not supposed to be a foundation. It's not supposed to have a lot of coverage. It was just my expectations going into it, really. Okay, so let me go ahead and just put on the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna finish doing my makeup for the day. I'm just gonna use my regular products that I usually use. I'll check back in after everything is on and we'll see how we're doing then. Okay, so here it is with all of the rest of my makeup on. I just did a super simple makeup look today because I'm gonna be wearing a mask, I think, for most of the day today. So I just did like from here up, basically. I'm gonna show you guys in natural lighting as well. I think it'll be a little bit easier to see there. I'm noticing it kind of settling into some fine lines on my forehead, which doesn't usually happen to me with foundations at all, or the tinted moisturizer that I usually use. So that was one thing I noticed. I also noticed it looking a little cakey between my brows, although I did put concealer there and then set it with powder. However, I didn't do anything different than how I normally do my makeup, and I'm just noticing it feeling a little cakey. Let me show you what it looks like in natural lighting. Okay, so here's how it looks in natural lighting. Come in nice and close for you guys. So you can see like it didn't really do a very good job at all at covering up the redness in my breakouts. I do have concealer on top as well, but usually if I go in with my tinted moisturizer and then concealer and then set it with powder, most of this would be kind of hidden. You can see between my brows there and then the lines on my forehead. Okay, so you can see it does have a nice glow to it, very natural glow. I don't have any highlighter on, so the tops of my cheekbones and anywhere where you're seeing glow, that's from the tinted moisturizer, which is nice, really subtle and natural. I feel like the color works really nicely for me as well. So I'm going to work today and I'm going to be working outside for majority of the day. So this is an instance where I really wanted something with SPF in it that was really lightweight. I have a couple foundations with SPF, but I wanted a tinted moisturizer just to add that little bit of extra sun protection for days where I'm outside for majority of the day. So I'm gonna head out to work. We'll do some check-ins with you throughout the day and just see how it's holding up. I'm gonna have to wear a mask, so we'll see how it holds up to mask life. Yeah, so far I'm not in love, I'm not obsessed, but we'll see how it wears. First impressions are always hard. I will say, One other thing I noticed before I go is that although it's settling into the little lines on my forehead, which doesn't ever really happen to me, normally I get settling in my smile lines right here, and it's not settling there yet. So that's very interesting. Okay, so I have had the tinted moisturizer on for like an hour. I finished doing my makeup at 9:30 this morning, I think I forgot to say. And I pretty much jumped in the car, drove for an hour, and now I am at my destination for work today. And I'm looking very dewy. I'm surprised how dewy. I feel like my texture is pretty emphasized at the moment as well. You can see like here on my cheek, lots of texture showing through. And yeah, just like overall very dewy, very glowy. It's holding up pretty well besides that. Nothing's breaking up or anything yet. But it's only been on for about an hour and a half now, so we'll see how things wear. I do have some little lines here from my mask, which is to be expected, honestly. But yeah, that's where we're at for now. Okay guys, so I've been out in the sun working for 5 hours now. So here's how we're looking. Here's how everything is. Let me see. My camera is like too hot to even hold. I'm gonna put you here while I look at where we're at. I'm fully sweating. Like I have full-on water droplets on my face, which is very normal for me. My mascara is running. I would say majority of it has worn off pretty much completely. I'd say after that, putting it up to those like really harsh conditions, I'd say it's pretty much all worn off. But yeah, I'd say for the most part, it's completely come off just from my mask being on and off, and then yeah, just from sweating and everything, I'd say it's completely worn off at this point. So, hello. I'm back in my robe. It's the next day. I just got out of the shower. I edited the beginning of this video last night, and I kind of came to the conclusion that I kind of gave this product a little bit of an unfair chance yesterday. There isn't really, I feel like, a tinted moisturizer that's gonna be like long wearing in the kind of conditions that I wore this in yesterday. I feel like any tinted moisturizer would have come off. So I'm gonna give this one a go today where I have like a bit more of a chill day. It's more just like running errands and getting stuff done today. So I will be like in and out, but I'm not gonna be outside for like many hours at a time. I also have a hard time with first impressions because I feel like you need to try products in a few different ways to get the most out of them. So yesterday when I did my skincare, I did my serum, my oil, I went on top with my moisturizer, and then I went in with my sunscreen. This sunscreen is quite oily. I feel like these two together plus this on top, it just felt very heavy. Like the feeling of this was very heavy. I also feel like I maybe used a little bit too much of this product yesterday as well. So I'm going to try this with you again today. I've only gone in with my serum and then a little bit of my More Pacific Radiance oil. Those have been sitting on my face for a couple minutes now, and I'm just gonna go straight in with this guy. SPF 25 should be enough for me today. Whereas yesterday I really needed to wear this underneath just for that extra bit of sun protection. As you can see, where I did not have the extra sunscreen on, I got nice and burnt. So my face stayed protected yesterday, which was great. But I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight in with a little bit of this now. And I'm gonna really focus on using less. So right off the bat, I'm experiencing the same thing that I experienced yesterday. So I thought maybe one of the reasons this was happening is because I put on too much product, but I definitely used a lot less today, and I feel like it's emphasizing these little lines in my forehead that I never normally see until the end of the night. But that's just, I feel like I'm being nitpicky because if I was looking in a mirror that was just like a normal distance away from me, I don't think I would notice that. It's just because I'm right up close in my magnified mirror that I'm noticing that. And again, I'm gonna say I think it does a really great job of just evening out my skin tone so nicely. Yeah, it really just eliminates all of like the redness in my skin. Besides my breakouts, I don't know, I feel like it's emphasizing my breakouts, unfortunately. So I have a little bit of texture and like really slight acne happening on my face here. And honestly, I didn't even really notice that before I put this on. Here's this side where my breakout's a little bit worse. I don't know, I really want to love it. Like, I really, really want to like it, but it's not working. It's not working. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, finish my makeup, live out my day, and then we'll come back at the end of the night for some final thoughts. Hey guys, so I have some final thoughts for you on the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I've got it back in the box here, which is kind of an indicator for you, I think, of what's to come. It's 8:30 now, so I've had it on for over 8 hours today. Here's what we're looking like. So it does give a really, really nice glow to the skin. You can see how my skin's just reflecting the lights. It's a really beautiful sort of lit from within kind of glow. However, I do feel like besides giving my skin that glow, it makes my skin look so much worse in pretty much every other way. I feel like it emphasizes the problems in my skin more than anything. So the fine lines in my forehead that I can never usually even see, those show up right away as soon as I put it on. The little texture and bumps and things that I have on my cheek is emphasized. It makes my skin just look so much worse. I also feel like even for a tinted moisturizer, it just doesn't last on the skin very long. If you're looking for a recommendation for a great tinted moisturizer, the Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow I feel like is so much better. The only problem with this one and why I wanted to try this one out is because this one doesn't have SPF, but this just makes my skin look so beautiful, healthy, bronzed. It doesn't emphasize texture. Because it gives my skin more of a tan, it just really helps even everything out in terms of the little bumps and redness and discoloration of my skin. It just looks so beautiful and it lasts so much longer than this. Of course, it's not gonna last as long as a foundation, but it just, yeah, I don't know, it's so much better. So if you're looking for something good and you don't mind it not having SPF, and I definitely check this one out. I'll link it in the description box down below. I think I'm still gonna go on the hunt for something with SPF. Maybe I will finally try some of the oil-free recommendations that you guys had for me, because clearly I don't really know what I'm looking for when it comes to a tinted moisturizer, so I should take your advice. I'm gonna give this one a pass, and I'm actually gonna return this, which is super rare for me. Lots of times when I buy makeup, I just make it work, or I put it in my makeup kit to use on clients, because just because it doesn't work on me doesn't mean it's not going to work on someone else. But I just really don't like this, and I just don't think it's good. So I'm going to take it back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. That's going to help more people to see it too. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. Here on my channel, we do reviews, get ready with me's, day in my life videos, week in my life videos, empties, favorites, all kinds of stuff. So if you like those kinds of videos, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.